All set. Good morning, everybody. My name is Constable Danny McKinnon with the Winnipeg Police Service Public Information Office. Today we have a presentation by Crime Stoppers. As well, we have Inspector. Sorry, just make sure this is good. Today we have, let me start that again. Today we have a presentation with Crime Stoppers. We have Paul Johnson representing, as well as Inspector Shawn Pike from the Major Crimes Division. We're going to start off with a small little video, and then we'll take questions.
Winnipeg is facing an epidemic. Cat theft. But not the kind you're thinking of. Another type of cat. The catalytic converter found under your car. It's valuable to thieves and vulnerable to crime. Protect yours when getting work done at any participating service center displaying this sign, and have it identified and registered for free. And save your cat. Your cat.
Thank you. Paul Johnson is a board member of Crime Stoppers, and I will call him up to offer his presentation. Thank you, Paul.
Good morning. Winnipeg Crime Stoppers, Manitoba Justice, and the Police Service have all engaged a multi-pronged approach to decrease the incident of catalytic converter thefts. Again, with funding made available through criminal property forfeiture, Crime Stoppers continues the engraving program called Save Your Cat. Owners can go to take their vehicle to any auto service that's participating, and they can have their VIN engraved on the catalytic converter, such as the example that we have here. At the same time, we put a very high visible paint on it. It's a high heat paint that doesn't burn off. So when somebody looks underneath the car, a suspect that they're going to steal it, they see that and hopefully they'll move on, because it's just too difficult to sell. And the local scrap builders know that, and as well as something that if they tried to sell it, it could also be identified by police with an 8-digit VIN number. And so I say we have 70 local shops right now that have offered this service at no cost to the vehicle owner when they go in and get other service to their car. And Save Your Cat CA has the list of all the dealers in Winnipeg right now. So although we've seen a 70% drop in the first 5 months of 2023 compared to 2022, now this is a provincial stat, it still represents almost $1 million of stolen converters in the province. I'm pleased to say that Winnipeg, we're actually down 80%. So that does, it's about 25% are in rural Manitoba. So that's what makes up the difference. So we're doing well in Winnipeg here. But these thefts are still occurring in large numbers across Canada and the USA, and we've shared our program details with other jurisdictions to address their issues. BC, Alberta, and New Brunswick have all pretty much copied what we're doing and starting to institute it there. The Manitoba Dealer Association has supported this program with 30 local dealers participating and more to come. We're pleased to announce that with the support of the MMDA, that we'll be expanding this to all the rural dealerships across the province. Over the summer months, we're conducting a blitz to encourage motorists to take steps to protect their catalytic converters. For July and August, something else Crime Stoppers would like to do is we'd like to offer double the cash awards for information on persons committing catalytic converter thefts or purchasing the catalytic converter thefts. I'm trying to pretty much that's about it right now. This PSA will be going out. We've purchased media time for the next 2 months. Patterson as well will be have several signs going up across Winnipeg from there as well. So are we surprised by the numbers? Yes, this program, I'd say, was launched back in July. We saw a huge reduction. Now, in all fairness, when I say a three-pronged approach, Winnipeg Police Service, and I won't get into their investigation, they can certainly ask questions about that, were able to identify a person who was actually purchasing these. the province with the Scrap Metal Act came in, and now it made it much more difficult to sell these, or at least put penalties in place that if these people were taking them in, they could be fined if they don't follow certain process. And then, in all fairness, too, I think we got a fair amount of play letting people know about this. I know we've had hundreds of these converters that have been marked already, and I'm only aware of one that's been stolen. And again, getting into the success of this program, we've had 3 major fleets services that are starting to do this as well. And they just see the value in it, and they're also seeing that their vehicles are coming back with their catalytic converters intact. So the question was, is the message getting out to get your catalytic converters marked? That was the whole idea behind this. And again, with criminal property forfeiture, we requested to see if we could get funding to actually advertise and let people know to come out and get this done. In all fairness, you get your catalytic converter stolen, it's going to cost you about $1,000, $800 to $1,000. You're going to be paying your deductible. You're going to be paying a betterment fee. But the worst part is you're going to lose your vehicle. With the chains, like to try to purchase new catalytic converters, you have a delay in getting these parts. And we've heard all sorts of stories of people sitting with vehicles for months waiting for parts. Motorhomes, same thing too. People couldn't use them. So it's one of those things. It doesn't affect your warranty. No matter where you go in Canada, it's visible. And we know that we've got videos of people stealing these things in a matter of seconds in a parking lot. It's not something that takes all the time. So the short answer, we want to get the message out, get people to spend the time to get this done, and hopefully we'll protect them from having to put this money out. For this particular campaign, for the advertising, I believe we had about $90,000. No, that the double the cash awards is something Crime Stoppers will be putting up. What this is going to be used for is the actual the productions of video. Newman Films and was the ones that produced it. They're professional Manitoba video, and they gave us a good deal. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, they do a wonderful job for us, and then as well as the media time. So. So what you're asking is what's going to be part of this, what's all going to involve in this campaign. Well, a big part is going to be our social media program. We have thousands of followers on that, and what we'll do is we'll be advertising the double cash awards, as well as these videos will be on online. We've again purchased media time, so the TV spots will be on, and Patterson will be also. We've had several spots across Winnipeg promoting this to get your catalytic converter mark. I don't know if that's maybe a question fair for you, Shawn, to ask, or is that? Yeah, it probably goes more into enforcement, and maybe I'll let Shawn answer that if that's okay.
Hi, good morning. So again, sorry, your question was? Well, quite honestly, I think when you talk about that last 20%, that last group, whatever it is, people are driven by money, and people in any for-profit crime, people I guess have a different risk factor. Personally, they have different goals, motivations, whatever the case may be, and not unlike what we see in other kinds of crimes. There's people that are willing to take that risk regardless of what's there. And in a case like this, to be quite honest with you, with the approach that's been taken through Crime Stoppers, what we're doing through our property crimes unit, the prevention measures that are out there. It's surprising to me that people are still trying this in this jurisdiction, but they still are. Well, when it comes to and your question about are people still buying catalytic converters, um, it's like anything, I guess. I mean, on the other side, there might be people who, again, are willing to take that risk. In the big picture, I think our property crimes unit has done a very good job, especially with the provincial scrap metal act that was enacted, that gives us the ability to go to scrap yards, go to traditionally who would be the purchasers of these, to make sure that they're in compliance, to check their paperwork. It gives us a chance to identify people that are bringing catalytic converters into these places over and over. And it's like anything, for the mass majority of these scrapyards, they're following the rules, they're complying the best that they can. We're there to make sure that they continue that, to make sure that they realize that there's repercussions, not just for the person stealing it, but also for the person buying it. And I mean, there's common sense approaches. For example, what you see down in front of me here, I mean, we would be shocked if we saw scrapyard people purchasing a catalytic converter in bright orange with the VIN number on it if it's not from a car that's been written off for another reason or purchased through MPI or something like that. No, it becomes a crime of opportunity, right? I mean, there's cars all over the city, and people are looking all over the city. It's not as simple as saying, don't park your car in this part of the city and this problem is gone. If it was that easy to do, we would have said this a long time ago, to be quite honest. But no, this isn't just a Winnipeg or Manitoba problem, as you're hearing from Paul. I mean, this is going all over North America and probably beyond. And so every jurisdiction is dealing with it the best that they can. And like I say, I think from what I'm seeing here and what we've done in the city and provincially, I think we're right on top of this the best we can be. Okay, thank you.
I'm not going to replay the video, but you may have noted that there was an orange sticker after you partake in this program that you can stick onto your window as an option, indicating that you do have a Save Your Cat program and engraving on your catalytic converter. This is just another way to start some conversation and provide visibility to the city, so people will become more familiar, and it will act as a reminder that you can partake in this program as well. I'd like to thank Melinda Murray, Executive Director from Criminal Property Forfeiture through Manitoba Justice, as well as our partner in Crime Stoppers. So thank you, and remember to save your cat.